Welcome to the Psych Expansion Podcast. I'm your host, Gabriel Elijah. How y'all doing today? What's going on? What's going on? All right, so as y'all know, I said I was gonna start this year out being consistent, and I just that's what I've been doing. Low key, the month of January, I've been consistent, right? And then I made goals. I started this group chat with some friends and whatnot, and we put our goals in there. And one of my goals was podcast episode for every week. But the challenge came in where it was me going and trying to find guests. I gotta find guests 2 episodes out of each month, which shouldn't be hard. I talk to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's what I've been up to for real, for real. Me and my shorty still doing good. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all about that last week. Yeah, last week. But yeah, we back, baby. We back. But again, listen, I told y'all I had to have a guest on at least 2 times, right? 2 times in a month. So, guess what? I know I promised and promised and promised. And I finally have a guest. I got my good friend Hunter Rose in here. You know what I'm saying? This is one of my good friends. I've known him for so many years. Honestly, can't tell you how many years, but it's been a long time. Not too long because I'm still 25, but it's been a long time. But yeah, Hunter, what's good, man? How you doing?
What's good, bro? Hey, don't be lying to your folks like that, man.
What do you mean?
Yeah, keep it a buck.
Keep it a
Keep it a
buck?
buck.
I always keep it
Yeah,
a buck, bro. What are you talking about?
yeah. You 40, man. Yeah,
Whoa. I told him
you
you was
about
my
40.
my boy, but yeah.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
but
Yeah, yeah,
your
yeah. All
boys keep
right.
it a buck.
That's real shit though. I can't even argue with that. I ain't even gonna hold you. I can't even argue with that. But yeah, man, what's good with you, dog? What you been up to today? Like, what's
uh,
happening in life? Like, what's up, bro?
Man, you want to talk about a package to unpackage? I mean, it's been a lot, man. I got a baby girl
Okay,
over
congratulations,
the weekend.
congratulations. Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Congratulations, man. You a dad now. Ooh,
yeah. I
how's it
appreciate it,
feel?
man. It's an indescribable feeling. To be honest, it's not something you can get without experiencing
What
it.
words come to you now? Like, what's like, what are like 2 feelings that you're feeling? Like 2 thoughts that you've adventured through since you've been a dad. How long you been a dad, man? Congrats.
Well, I've been a dad since she's been born since Thursday, this last
Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
she
Don't
was
say dates.
born.
Don't say dates. Don't say dates. Don't time stamp it. Don't time
Alright,
stamp it. Yeah. Yeah. It's all good. Yeah. But yeah, man.
okay.
Congrats, man.
Yeah,
Congrats.
I appreciate what the 2 feelings,
Yeah.
you know,
What 2 feelings
first
that's
one
striking you like the hardest?
first one is protection,
Mm-hmm.
making sure I can protect this person.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's important.
second second one is I wanna make this person better than me.
You want to make this person better than
Mm.
you. I feel like that's a great thought, though. Honestly, like as you know, and it seems like an elementary thought a little bit, but not really, though. Like to be honest with you, because like you would think like a person would be like, I want to make my child better than me, but not a lot of people actually really think like, you know.
A lot of people will say they won't say it, but they want their child to be like them.
Mm.
I want my child to be better.
Oh, that's a fact, though. Damn, that's a bar. That's crazy right there. Like a lot of people want their child to be like them. Like what the fuck you got going on? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Nah,
yeah.
but nah, I get it. Damn, bro, that's hard. Um, so you said protection, like like straight out, like you felt like you was at war with the world when you seen her, or what? Like how was you feeling?
Well, the first thing was like I'm at war with myself because I've been through a lot of things in my life too. I've done a lot of things, and I so me as a person, like when I'm holding that child, like I'm not an innocent person. She is.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
yeah, knows
So,
nothing.
right, she knows nothing. So immediately it's me fighting myself. I it's like that protection comes. I gotta protect this child.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Right. Right. Well, with the whole thing with
How
I'm
do
mad
you?
with myself. It's looking at my. I do a lot of introspection
Uh
within
huh.
myself. So,
Like how do you like? Whenever you like. See, I don't have any kids, man. Not yet. You feel me?
mm,
They're on the way. But like,
all right, yeah,
how
they
do you
there.
get yourself ready for that? Like, is there any like prep work? Like, what is it? You just don't know till you know.
Well, well, it's multifaceted because everybody's got a separate situation of how it happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, I believe as a man, something should kick in to where you want to provide. When
Mm-hmm.
when you find when even when you find out, like if you find out your girl's pregnant and you got a kid on the way, something should kick in with you. Like, life's gonna change, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This ain't all about to be the same.
Do you feel like
Uh,
you're having you do you feel like you're at the age that you want it to be? Like, would you want it to have been any younger, or do you feel like
y-
this is a good age for you?
yeah. So I don't think that it would have. Yeah, well, see, I got hindsight to look back on now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm almost there. I'm 29. I got hindsight to look back. I wouldn't have wanted to raise
Hey,
a
brother, you
child.
ain't gotta rush over that 30. That thing beautiful. You feel
Hey,
me?
I know.
That thing beautiful. You think I'm 29, I'm about to 30. Like, damn, bro.
Nah,
Chill. Like,
no, we gonna
it's
let that
okay,
slide, man.
man. It's
Nobody heard
okay,
that, man.
man. Embrace that. You feel me?
Hey, it's a whole new decade. You know?
But yeah, you said
Yeah. Well, looking back on hindsight wise is no, I wouldn't want my child to live to be my daughter any other like the younger years.
yeah,
Because I've gotten wiser and everything. But I will say, if we philosophize it a little bit, you can never know when you're ready.
yeah.
I think there's a thing that happens that kicks into gear. It's an instinctive thing. It's not a thing that you can learn, no matter how long you go through life.
Damn,
So
until it happened.
what happens? Yeah.
Damn.
Mhm.
That makes a lot of sense though. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's like as shocked as I sound right now, it makes so much sense because it's like with anything, like you gotta get some skin in the game. Like to know to you can read about it all you want to, hear stories about it all you want to, until you get your foot in there, your arm in there, whatever. Like, yeah, I
For
feel
sure.
that though, bro. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Congratulations again, man. We won't linger on that too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. No, I appreciate
New
it, man.
dad. You know what I'm saying? Everybody say, hey. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Congrats to you though, man.
Yes,
Um,
sir. I appreciate it.
yo, so I want to start this podcast off again. Everybody, give it up one more time because this is my first guest on here. All right, all right,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right.
yeah.
But yeah, this is my very first guest on here. So, um, I'm gonna start this out by doing some quick fire questions, right? And
Okay.
some of them may be childish, some of them may not be. I got them from Chat GPT. You feel what I'm
Oh, yeah.
saying? But
Man,
listen,
ChatGPT, man. You
um,
never know what that thing will say.
you never know, never know. But like, I suggest anybody who is not trying to get with AI, please do yourself a favor and get with AI. Like, as bad as it may seem, or as inconvenient as it may be, or uh as hard as it may be to learn, whatever the case is, make sure you learn it. All right? Because listen, it's not all about how long you've been at a job. If somebody can come in and do your same job in half the time and
But
get
hey,
more
can I
done.
can I add something to it?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Don't try to get above AI. Try to get above the people that are trying to learn AI right
Yeah.
now. Try to get above those because you want to be in that marketplace. You want to be able to know what you're talking about. If you think you're smarter than AI, you're out of your league. Compete with the humans. That's my advice.
Yeah. So look, for all y'all listening, man, use AI. Don't shy away from it. Fuck it. Niggas say you cheating. Tell them niggas they not doing themselves a favor. You know what I'm saying? Cheating, not doing yourself a favor. You doing something to help you, they not. You feel what I'm saying? You just gotta like, I don't know, use AI. That's what you gotta do. But listen, first
Absolutely.
question: if you could have any superpower for a day, what would it be?
Ooh, good one.
What would it be?
Hmm. Well,
Dun dun dun. Dun.
I've always said fly, man.
Oh,
I'd want to fly.
fly.
Yeah, I always want.
Oh, you say you would want to fly. You wouldn't want to be a fly. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to be a fly because
I was
I
like,
ain't.
why the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, I
Cool.
ain't
You
trying to
wanna
get
you wanna
started.
you
I
wanna
ain't fly.
fly. I get that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. What's your go to karaoke song if that you could confidently sing or rap without hesitation? Or
Ooh.
scream if you fucking scream.
Hey, as long as you ain't gonna get me to do it right now, I say ain't none of that shit. What you talking about? That's screaming shit. It ain't that. I say between so me and Tori got this song that we do. It's Back to Back by Drake.
Uh-huh.
We like to go back to back on that. You know.
Okay, Drake shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
we like.
okay. I got you. I got you. Hey, look, I thought of a question during that. You know, Drake's always a good karaoke song. Drake got like just easy songs to remember for real. But you know how if that shit was on karaoke, how do they type that shit out? You know what I'm saying?
It's parentheses and it just says scream. You know,
Like,
it
nah, that's
scream.
crazy. Okay, so if you were stranded on a deserted island, which three items would you want with you?
Ooh, ooh, that's a good
Mm-hmm.
one.
What three
Mm.
items would you take with you?
All right. The first thing I would take is a blade, some kind of blade.
Some
Whether it
kind
was
of
red,
blade. Okay.
yes, some kind of blade. Um, second thing I would take,
A blade. We got a blade so we can cut some shit up if we need to.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
we get a catch a fish. We got something to cut it up with, scale it with. For y'all city people, and they ain't never been fishing. You know what I'm saying? You're
Mm,
not gonna make it out here because he already thinking of a blade. You know what I'm saying? I can cut down trees and build me a fucking house. I can have make me a motherfucking uh shish kebab. I can make me a bow and arrow. I can cut fish up. I can do all that shit. I can cut you, nigga, if you come too close. But listen, go ahead. What's the second thing?
mm. So second thing,
Mm-hmm.
second
We
thing,
got the knife to cut everything. Go.
well, second thing, if you're stranded, you need hope. You need something. So I'll take the Bible.
Nigga. I was just saying. I
Hold
get
up,
it.
no,
I get it. I
listen,
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 listen, wait. Let me listen, I get it.
I understand
I
where
get
you're going
I
with it,
get
but you
it.
gotta have hope, man.
Yeah, listen. You better tuck that hope in your head and like, bro, okay, he got a knife in the Bible, but I get it though because if you lose faith out there, lose hope out there, you're done. You're just gonna give up. You're not gonna see. You don't think no better ending is coming for you. You all down and you're depressed in your feelings and whatnot, and
Mhm.
then you out there going crazy because you don't even remember what life is really like because you done been out there in the woods and shit, ooh and and shit. You gotta keep that Bible on
Yeah.
you. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta keep that Bible on you to remind you that so when you get out of there, when you make it out of there, you're not supposed to do certain things and they things that you can do. Whatever. I don't know, nigga. I was trying to buy you time. What's the third
Well,
thing?
yeah. Well, just to expand on that point, man, the Bible is just it's all about hope. That's all it is. It's
All
all
about
about hope.
hope.
It's the hope for salvation. That's all the
Mm-hmm.
Bible is. I mean, put Jesus Christ there. So I'm not
First.
over there, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying it is about hope for salvation. So when you strand on an island, you hope to get off there. You hope to be saved. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Y'all that's stuck in the hood or stuck in your business or stuck you know what I'm saying? Cheating and you don't know how to be monogamous and y'all who are stuck with a person you don't want to be with. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have hope. You know what I'm saying? But listen, what's the third thing, my nigga? What's the third thing?
Everything, man, I might take me a double quarter pounder out there, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Get
you
some.
heard it here first. That nigga
Nah.
is attracting all the animals. He wants to get eaten alive. He wants to take on the fucking animals day one. I get it. The nigga took a knife to have hope that he can attract all the animals and they don't eat his ass. All right, question number 4. What is the weirdest or most interesting talent you possess?
The most interesting or weird.
Yeah.
Ah, that's quite a juxtaposition there. Let's see.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'd
Nigga
say,
keep like what?
yeah, I'd say the weirdest is I my humor. Let's put it out here like this. My humor is very weird.
Okay,
Okay,
let's hear it. Let's see. What I want to hear. What do you?
you can go ahead expand on your point, but I can't like I'm not like a jokester. You know what I'm saying? I can't just like make up a joke. But my humor is very weird. I get into dark territories. I get into like whatever. I can talk about anything. My humor out of it, but it's very more. It's more complex than that.
Okay, okay. So like, explain. Like, we want to hear. Like, what are you talking about?
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. Tell me.
Yeah. Well, it's complex because you know it's a natural thing that I have or whatever. I
Mm.
try to engage in weird scenarios because I like to see reactions from people. The
Mm.
reactions give me the feedback that I need to
So
kind of
like, what
expand
kind
on
of
that.
scenario? Like, you fucking. Uh,
You ever seen Meat King?
nah. Yeah,
Okay.
nah.
Um,
Nah. I don't be watching no meat.
you you ever seen the Eric Andre show?
Nah, bro. I don't really watch too much TV. Just give me a scenario. Just give me a scenario like that you know. I don't really.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I probably ain't gonna. If this is actual TV shows, I probably ain't gonna know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. It, to get in that territory, it has to be fluent though. You know, I mean, you have to engage in that. So
Oh no,
you
never
know,
mind.
but let's
I'm
do
not
it. Let's
fluent.
do
No,
it.
no, I'm not
Let's do a
fluent. I'm
little.
not
Let's
fluent.
do a.
No, I'm not fluent. I'm not fluent. I'm not fluent. I'm
Is
not
it? It
fluent.
don't matter.
I'm not fluent. I'm not fluent. I'm not
All right.
fluent. We're gonna go on to the next one. This is the last one though, because we got other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. If you could time travel to any era, past or future,
80s.
80s.
Yeah. I like
Why?
the retro shit, man.
You like the retro
It's
shit?
it, it's got something stuck in my mind. It's got a place in my heart, even though I didn't live there.
Mm.
I love the look. I love the vibe. I love all the
What is
TV
that
shows
color
that
scheme
come from it.
called? Like,
Huh?
what is that color scheme called that they had? That was like purple and it's like some orangish reddish. I don't really know the colors, but like, is that what you talking about?
Yeah, it's retro, but shit. I got the
It's a color scheme. You told it to me
yeah, I
before.
told it to you one time,
Yeah, but
and
you know what I'm saying. Yeah, my memory ain't kicking
it
like that.
ain't that memory be kind
It
of
don't be
fluctuating.
memorying it. It don't be memorizing. That's what it is. It don't be memorizing. I
Hold
said
up,
memorying it.
hold
Memorying
up,
it. Huh? All
I
right.
got it.
Um. It's nice. You know, whenever you think of it, whenever you think of it. So, hey, yo,
Yeah,
Hunter, I got a question.
mhm.
So, whenever I was listening to somebody talk today, and there was like, when has a cross ever been? I can't remember it verbatim, but it was something around like, when has the cross ever been used as uh a I don't know, something where you glorify someone before like Christ,
Idolization.
huh?
That'd be idolization. That's what it is.
Idolization.
Yeah,
What of a
yeah.
cross?
If you're using the cross
Yeah.
to like prop up something else,
No.
well, that would be false prophecy.
No. Listen. Check me out. Check me out. You
All
know
right.
how people put crosses on them and be like, you know, I believe in God. Like they use that as the thing to
Mhm.
show that you like believe in God. They use a cross.
Yeah, but then they do something else, like they're promoting something else.
No.
Okay.
They use a cross. They use a cross. Right. Check me out. They use a cross to show that they believe in God. But he was saying that why do you use that to show that like you believe in your faith in God
Mhm.
whenever it was used to kill him?
Oh, okay. Well, you
It's
know,
like a tool to kill people rather than
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So
That's a good question.
that's
That's a
a
good
that's
question.
a that that I,
So the answer to that question though is that the cross is only a symbol, okay, made by uh the it's made by the people after he died on the cross. They looked at the cross as a symbol of hope because what Jesus did was to give humanity hope to be saved.
uh-huh.
So they looked at the cross. Cross is seen as a symbol of hope, even though a lot of people will
Okay.
wear them. They'll wear them as style a lot of times, and it's not seen as that, but that's what it's for. I
Okay.
mean, that's what it's seen as.
Okay. I get that. I get that point. So if somebody were to challenge you on that, I don't know who or if anybody ever had the question, but like
Synthwave, by the way.
synthwave is the retro colors and whatnot. But if somebody was to challenge you on that and be like, "What? Like, are you speaking from a modern time, or are you speaking from a uh, historical time?" Whenever you say that they looked at the cross as a sign of hope, like, where do
Mhm.
you get that from?
Well, from the Bible.
Oh, okay. So they just
Yeah,
they always built crosses.
they did. Yeah,
Uh,
they crucified a lot of people on the cross,
so like,
but
it's isn't
the
it is
cross
used as
only
a
had.
that's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. So when if they crucified a lot of people on the crosses, why is it looked at like a sign of hope?
Because before that and after that, only men of flesh were uh, crucified on the cross. Now, God incarnate, which is Jesus,
Uh-huh.
was crucified on the cross. That's the only reason the cross has significance. If God incarnate as Jesus never died on the cross would never have any significance. It would be put up there with the any kind of torture method or any kind of form of death, like lethal injection or the electric chair
Mm.
or the guillotine,
Mhm.
right? So none of those have significance as far as looking at hope, right? You don't look at the guillotine and be like, oh, that's hopeful right there. No, you're gonna get your head chopped off. That's what you think. So, but you look at the cross, you don't think that because Jesus died on it, and it only matters because Jesus died on it for a purpose to save people, save His children.
So you damn, I'm not gonna lie though, it's a hard thought to compare because now let me stop talking so damn loud. It's a hard thought to compare because it's like, what if somebody step in front of a gun for you, a bullet for you? Do you
Mhm.
like now uh look at the gun for hope?
No, no, because the Bible always preaches, "Don't look to man for hope." I mean, it's very clear in that. Don't look to the other worldly, fleshly things of the earth to look for it because you're not going to find it there.
So
Now, it does say in the Bible that for a man to lay down his life for a woman doesn't matter. For a person to lay down their life for another person is the most commendable thing that you can do. That is the utmost honor you can have
mm,
and respect and it's probably the one of the because they say all works from humanity, all good works are considered as a filthy rag to the Lord. But it does strike me from the Bible that laying your life down for another, save them, is the most commendable because Jesus did the same thing, right?
mhm.
Jesus died on the cross to save all humanity. So if you do that for another person, it is the most commendable thing that you can do.
That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. All right, so like, I'm gonna just speed this up a little bit. Not really speed it up, but like move on to this next subject, right? So I
Okay.
want to tell this story. Like I seen it a while ago when I was just reading, and I just thought it'd be cool to read and see what you thought about it, right? And I kind of like didn't even have time to think about it, like the whatever. Like I didn't really get into none of the psychology of the people or like none of the
Mhm,
weird shit or you know. So I'm gonna read
mhm.
it to you, and I'm gonna think about it as we like bounce thoughts back. So it says no age limit on. I guess it's sadism. What is sadism? I don't know that. I'm not familiar.
Sadism is, taking pleasure, uh, in the, seeing other people's demise or
Okay,
struggle. Yeah,
so no age limit on sadism is the title of this short story, short article or whatever. It says just recently, an old couple in Northern Ireland were convicted of imprisoning and sexually abusing a mentally handicapped woman for 8 years. They were also no, they also let their friend abuse her and kept her locked in a room with the door handle removed so she couldn't leave. The room was full of human waste, and when the girl was found, she only had one tooth left because they gave her chocolate and candy to eat in return for being kept there. Sick fucking bastards. I hope they suffer in prison. That's the way they end it. But yeah, that's OD.
so yeah.
Like
Alright, continue.
they so there was a couple in Northern
Mhm, yeah,
Ireland that sexually abused a mentally handicapped woman for 8 years. Not
yeah,
only did they just do that themselves to a handicapped person for 8 years, they told their friends to come get some.
right.
They said, "Hey, free what? Free puss or whatever, you
Mhm.
know." And like, nah, them niggas is sick.
Yeah, no, it is sick. That's the depravity of humankind. That's the
And
worst time
bro,
that you can
like,
get.
think about it. You don't have no family. Like, she didn't have no family. She just living on her
No,
own, mentally like handicapped.
yeah,
For 8 years, they left her. Bro, think about it. She had to eat candy for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
yeah. You know where it comes from though, bro? And
Where
I'm being totally honest and real and whatever. I mean, it comes from, and it speaks about this in the Bible so many times. It's about sexual immorality, and
I don't
people
know what
look
that
at
means.
sexual.
Tell me what
Okay,
that means.
well, sexual immorality has all to do with the depravity of man, because once you the sexual immoral, right? If you don't have any standing with God, you'll continue down that path until you get to pedophilia, murder, torture, whatever. I mean, it keeps going. There is no limit. You'll keep going because it sexually satisfies yourself. And sexuality is all about satisfaction
Mm.
at the end of the day. That's all it is.
That
Um,
shit is insane though, bro. Like, yeah, I get it. It's like it's all about satisfaction and shit. And like, but it's like my mind right now, I could never pick like, bro, never and never
of course not.
picture bro, she was handicapped
I know.
and they
I
did that
know.
shit for 8 years.
I know. But see, we tend to overlook those kinds of things because we're like, that's not real. That ain't no way that happened. Yeah, of course it did happen. You know why? Because a lot of other stuff just like that have happened to me. Just didn't catch the news. It happens all the time,
All
and it just doesn't get
the
reported.
time.
Yeah, it
Bro,
does.
this shit is crazy. Like I was gonna go back through and like study some of these things. My girlfriend actually just gave me a book. Well, she didn't give it to me. She has it for her studying purposes. But like it is called. Hold on, give me 1 second. It's called Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. And bro, and it talks about so much shit in here. Like, let me just go to the table of contents or whatever. Um, bro, I was reading a little bit of it last night, and it was talking to. I was like, they had a part in there that was talking about the difference between transgender. It was like transgender and transsexual, but it was. I
Mhm.
think it was saying like one of them is a is a umbrella term for another the other one, but
Yeah.
this is some OD shit though. Like what else? Oh, schizophrenia. We was talking about schizophrenia, like how that could lead to depression, which raises the chance of suicide, which
Mhm.
which was like kind of crazy to
Yeah.
me. But in this book, it
Well,
talks about
that schizophrenia would lead to a higher chance?
well, schizophrenia, like having schizophrenia, could lead to depression. My fault. I might have skipped over some shit because I was like trying to flip through this
I think
damn book.
maybe depression could lead to schizophrenia, because if you got schizophrenia, I mean, you're in a totally different world at that point.
Why do you not think schizophrenia could lead to depression?
Well, I guess it could, because, I mean, a schizophrenic may not know that they're depressed, but also a person who is super neurotic could lead themselves, hypothetically, I mean, I'm not a doctor or anything, but they could lead themselves to a psychotic state to where they could experience schizophrenia.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I yeah, that's more multifaceted than, you know,
I was
it's
I
not
was
one
just
way or the
wondering
other.
if like you had like a I don't know like a strong point like if you had like a strong thought on it. I didn't know if you had one because like how you I guess reverse the
I
order.
don't have a strong thought on it, because, I mean, schizophrenia is a very, to be honest, if you go and look up a lot of information on it, you won't find out a whole lot. You gotta get into, like, peer reviewed studies and stuff to kinda get some inkling of what's going on, but they don't have a mass consensus of what causes schizophrenia. I mean,
Y-
they know it runs in the family, but they don't know exactly what, you know, triggers it,
Well,
and they
you know this is what confuses me though, right? Like yeah, they don't know what triggers it, but like they what is it? What is it called? Prescribe medication to help it or whatever. So it's like
Mhm.
can't
Well,
you can't
they're treating the symptoms. Yeah, that's what
yeah, like, about, like, having hearing voices and shit though, right?
yeah,
So, yeah,
for
so
real.
that's what I'm saying though. Like, if you can if you know this medicine does this to the brain, right? Like, why can't you w I don't fucking know, you got AI now, and that shit's gonna get better, but, like, you should be able to trace why this part of this what this medicine does to the brain and trace it back to I don't know, bro. I just feel like some them let them niggas figure it out, like off of what
Yeah.
I just said. But like, yeah. But this
Well
book,
well, hearing voices is one part of it.
yeah. But that's the buzz. That's the scariest part to me. Goddamn, just
It is
like
for the
I just
outside
think,
person looking in on it. I wouldn't wanna
fuck,
hear
like
I wouldn't wanna
goddamn,
see shit,
it's just a fucking annoying. Like nigga, like damn,
It
shut
would be
the
annoying.
fuck up. But yeah, so it talks about schizophrenia, bipolar and related disorders, depressive disorders, anxiety disorders, obsessive compulsive and related disorders, trauma and stressor related disorders, elimination disorders, sleep wake disorders. That's what I wanted to look into because I never heard of nothing like that. Sleep wake disorders, sexual dysfunctions, gender dysphoria. Um, bro, it just got so much shit in here. I'm looking forward to like just going over this book with her. I ain't gonna hold you because she brings like some valid ass points to it too. But let me go over this next study, right? So, where did it go? Come on. Oh yeah. So it's not even a study. It's just a story. That's what I meant to say.
Mhm.
All right. So it says the title of it is I failed to participate in a psychological experiment once. I failed to participate in a psychological experiment once. That's the title of it. So it says a few years ago, I, a 21-year-old female, found a call for no. I'm sorry. I, a 21-year-old female, found a call for experiment participants at the University of Utah. Participants were offered $40 for participating in a psych experiment testing behavior On the day of the experiments, I was instructed to go to the university and steal the debit card from one of the backpacks of a specific professor. So somebody was doing an experiment for people. They were like, "Hey, I'll give you $40 if you go steal this wallet from a backpack that this professor has." That's where we at so far. All right. I was told that the professor was knowledgeable about the experiment, but I had to steal the card without getting caught. See, that's tricky in the motherfucker right there. Cause it's like, go steal that from his house, but he know you doing it. But don't get caught. Like,
Yeah.
like, all right, let me go. Let me continue. All right,
Hey,
so,
hey, give me 1 second. Give
all
me
right,
1 second.
bet,
Somebody's
bet.
knocking on the door real
All
quick.
right, cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna take a quick break, little guys. Give me 1 second. Yeah, Hunter. Oh, he's not back yet. All right, so yeah, guys. So where we're at is she's a 21-year-old female who found a post for participants at the University of Utah to do an experiment for $40. She's only getting $40 to go. She's getting $40 to go steal a wallet from a professor out his backpack, right? So, and she said they're saying like you go steal it, but don't get caught. But he know you doing it. So it's like, ain't the motherfucker just gonna look outside all day? Or is that the experiment to see how many times he looks outside? Or like, what the fuck is really going on? Please tell me. Because I gotta go steal it from a person that know I'm about to go steal it. And you give me $40 to not get caught. Okay, whatever. That's where we're at. And now we're waiting for him to come back. Um, yeah. Not sure how far he is, but you know what I'm saying? Da-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah. So, let's see what else is going on. Oh, I also learned about this thing called Cobb's learning cycle. So it basically says that like no matter where you like, if you're a teacher, the student, the person that's getting experimented on, or the something else. It was like four of them. They were saying like, and this the way that this theory goes,
Yo,
no matter where you hop in at, like you will always like be one of the other. I don't know. I'll do more research on it and then I'll let y'all know whenever I get it somewhat figured out, semi figured out. But yeah, Hunter, you back? What's good, man?
yeah, them Jehovah's Witnesses, man.
Yeah, yeah, it's all
That's
good,
crazy.
brother. So it says so where we're at is she's a 21-year-old female. She found a post that for participants to do an experiment to go steal something that a person knew you were coming to go steal, but you couldn't get caught,
Mhm.
and which was a backpack. I mean, a debit card out of their backpack, right? So
Okay.
where we're at now is diligently, I waited for the professor to leave their office and snuck in. I saw the backpack on the ground, but the wallet was sitting on the professor's desk, so I opened it, took the debit card, and brought it to the place I was instructed to bring it. An undergraduate student was waiting for me but didn't take the card. He just asked me if I took it and then sat me down to do an assessment on the computer. About a third of the way through the assessment, I heard his phone ring with a ding and the message notification came through. He let out a and rushed over to stop the assessment. He asked me if I took the wallet from the backpack like I was instructed, and I told him I grabbed the wallet on the desk. He then asked me to show him the card, and as soon as I saw it, he whipped out $40 and told me to leave because I had stolen the professor's actual debit card and could no longer participate in the experiment. I am still confused to this day if it was a strange psych experiment that I completed or if I actually almost took that poor professor's card. I know
Mm.
that's a lot. I know that's a lot.
It is,
But
it
let
is,
me
it
let
is.
me unpack. Let me unpack,
Yeah,
right?
unpack it, unpack it.
Let me unpack. So she found this experiment. It said, "Hey, you gotta go steal this. You gotta go steal. I'll give you $40 to go steal this debit card out my professor's backpack. He knows you're gonna come to steal it, so you can't. But don't get caught, right?
Yeah.
So after that, she goes there. She sees the professor. She sees the professor leave out the office. So she goes in and she sees the backpack on the ground and sees the wallet on the table. Remember, he told her to steal the debit card out of the backpack.
Right.
She
Mhm.
picked the wallet up off the fucking uh off the table and took the debit card. So when she got back and showed him, like when she got
Mhm.
back, he was like, "Did you take the debit card out of the backpack?" She said she took the
Mhm.
debit card from the wallet or whatever.
Right.
Anyways, like the whole purpose was like he told her specific instructions, right, to go take a card out of a backpack.
Yeah.
She assumed that since a wallet is like correlated with debit, like cards and
Yeah.
money, to take the
Mhm.
card out of the wallet. So she took that card instead of the one out of the backpack, which left her confused to think like, did I do the right thing or did I not? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I
Okay.
seen this one person who commented. He said, he said this is an incredibly odd experiment. At first it had me thinking the experimenter was not in fact running an experiment, but was just someone who wanted to see if they can get strangers to snag a wallet for them. And then another person has said up under that, it was like, I had worried about that too, but it felt all too orchestrated for it not to be a
So
planned
that that's
experiment.
that's what I was gonna say, man. All experiments have an agenda
Yeah.
to them. So the agenda is left absent to the person that they're getting to do that stuff. This is the whole thing with Charles Manson and all these people that do these psyops and stuff within government, within past history, and even now. Um, the agenda is left absent from that. So you get them to do it, they don't know if they've done it right or not. They
Right.
just do it,
I think that's a
and
good experiment though.
it
Like,
is well, it's a good experiment as it is watching ants do what they do. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know, so but that's what experiments are for, is to learn how uh, certain people act within certain situations.
Yeah, and that's what this thing is saying. It's like I wonder if they were looking at it, how pressure changes someone's ability to listen to authority. Like I took the card from
Mm,
the wallet on the desk rather than from the book bag, rather
very
than the book
very
bag because
good,
of the
very
instructions
good assessment.
not to get
Very good
caught,
assessment.
which added pressure. But
Yeah.
if that was the
Yeah.
case, their reaction was totally confusing.
Well, it could have a silver lining to do with focus
Mhm.
too.
Mhm.
Because a person under that much pressure will look for the nearest thing that's closest to what they should do. So they see that wallet, they know that translates to money,
Right.
debit card, blah
Right.
blah blah. Yeah,
So they
so
felt the pressure to get it done rather than
get
thinking
it
about the
done rather than
instruction.
do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that maybe that's the silver lining to that.
That shit is fire though, right? I like
It
that
is.
story, right? That story was fire. Story was
Good.
fire. But yeah, so off of that, so now that we're done with that, that was fun. That was fun. I gotta ask you a question though, bro. So, and
Okay.
I'm not even too familiar with like yeah, whatever. Do I, I heard people talking about it, and I didn't really like retain much of the information. But like, do you think Trump like had anything to do with the January 6th thing?
Mm, okay. Well,
Not to get like too deep, but like
yeah.
a um a summarized opinion, a summarized
Yeah.
opinion.
Um, orchestration, no, I don't believe. because I'm only looking at it from what is presented to me.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on behind closed doors, but you know, listening to every live speech that he's given, he's maintained the same kind of vernacular, same kind of lexicon that he uses. Okay, and he did the same thing in January 6th. It was not a surprise to anybody that had been watching Trump talk. Right, it was not a surprise to hear him say, you know, go to the Capitol or whatever and just, basically protest. He didn't tell nobody to go in there. Now, the FBI found that people had been planning on this, like the Proud Boys, whatever, which are not associated with Trump. They were already planning on doing this way beforehand, weeks before that. So this was all it wasn't. So you got to look at it like this. You got to look at it as from a human perspective, as in things can happen, right?
Yeah.
That can be used later.
Yeah.
So just like COVID, right? COVID was not. I'm saying this very cautiously,
Yeah.
but COVID was not planned by the United States, but it was took advantage of. So the FBI knew that the Proud Boys and all these other groups were planning on doing this to the Capitol. Okay, now Trump gets up there and makes his speech because he lost to Biden, and he tells people to go up there to the Capitol. He tells people, we're not going to have a country if we don't, you know, if Biden is the president, basically. So they can use that as an incentive, a call to action, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
what they'll say. But the call to action was already done before then. Trump's uh, quote unquote call to action is going up there to protest by the Capitol is nothing out of the ordinary because people do that all the time. You know, they protest, whatever, and that's what we got the word protest for. Use the word protest to go out there and signal that you're unhappy. Doesn't
Mm-hmm.
mean go into the building and do that.
Right.
January 6th was a very that was a very it's like it's it really was like a bunch of stuff happening at one time. So you had that, you got Trump losing to Biden, and then you got all the supporters and stuff there seeing all this happen. Okay, and everything gets in the mix, and you get what you get is chaos. That's what you get.
Yeah.
Because you got people there with intent, and you got people there with nothing. They don't know what they're doing. They just get caught up in the mob, right?
Bro, I
We
seen
know what
Stone Cold
mob
Steve Austin out
mentality
there.
is. Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm
See,
playing.
he was out
I'm
there
playing.
busting bottles, bro.
I'm playing. Keep going. Keep going. I swear to God, I'm listening. But that's what I pictured whenever you said like when you how you was describing. I don't know. I just
Yeah,
it
I
just
mean
sounded
that's
crazy.
kind of what it looks like. You got people busting bottles out there for nothing. They don't know what they're busting bottles for because you got people there that are there for a reason, and you got people there that are just there, and then they get caught up in it. So you got people going into the Capitol,
Uh-huh.
right? And they're going in there. Some with a tent, some with just like fuck it, the doors open. Shit, why not? Let's go in there because you know what it's like being at a party, right?
Yeah,
You get caught up and you just like shit, man.
type
It's fun
shit.
as hell. Let's go, and they don't realize the consequence till later because a lot of these people got locked up, and some of them sentenced to life. You know,
Ooh,
so that's
life,
kind of what you're dealing with,
life,
and yeah, some of the Proud Boys, especially the ones that were conspirators of this whole thing, or the ones that were organizers of the one that kind of got the movement going. Because when you get in front of a large, I mean, look at the Travis Scott thing, man. It only took like one person to start a whole mind virus out
bro.
there to
Bro,
get
that is
people
so
going, bro.
crazy though. Like, how the fuck? How the fuck do you get some shit like that? Now, I don't want to know. I mean, I kind of do. Matter of fact, I do want to know. But how the fuck do you get them started? Like, we gonna go get the fucking Capitol building. Is it? Do you start that shit as a joke and get people along with the joke, or like, do you just say that shit and just
Nah,
like,
you don't. Well, okay, so you can get a bunch of people to get out there, right? You can get a whole bunch of people to go out there, but you can't just get them to go do something like it's going to incriminate them, right? You got to have something that's convincing. The people that are convincing are the ones that have planned it. Okay, so you got to have a very few. I mean, when I say few, it's got to be a good amount of people, right, that are in a directed movement
mhm,
that have a purpose of what they're doing. If you do anything in life and you don't have a purpose, you're not going to get anybody on board. You can't convince anybody. You got to have a purpose for what you're doing. So you get a group of people that are all on the same page. They're not flipping. They're on the. They're doing it. Okay, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So you do that. Now you get the stragglers of all the mob that's out there, all the group of people out there. And they're like, "Fuck it, I'm a god. I don't even know what the hell they're doing, but I'm about to go in there too." You see what I'm saying? I'm about to
mhm,
go in there because the door's up and they kicked it in. I'm about to go in there. So they try to paint it as it's an insurrection. It was an insurrection by the people that planned it, the Proud Boys and whoever was involved in that. Now I can get in a conspiratory, uh, mindset here and talk about the Capitol Police that were there letting them in. Maybe they felt outnumbered, but the FBI knew about this weeks before,
hey, look,
and
I
nothing
gotta
was
reel
done
it back
about
in
it.
real quick,
Go
cause I don't know. Do you think he had something to do with it or not?
No, I don't think he
Yeah.
had. So here's the thing. I don't think he had anything to do with it purposely. Maybe
Okay.
incidentally.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. I just wanted to,
Yeah.
I know your thoughts about that. You know what I'm saying?
However, I will plead the fifth here. Well, not plead the fifth because I'm still talking. I will plead that I don't know what's going on because I try to look. Got to look at reality as what it is. I don't know Trump. I don't know any of those people there. I don't know what was going on behind the scenes. So
Mm-hmm.
put it there. Could Trump had something to do with it? Of course, but I look at other factors as well. I'm not just uh what is it called um, tunnel vision into one narrative. I'm looking at all of them.
I got you. I feel like that's a good way to be, man. I feel like that's a great way to be. I heard you say something in there about purpose, 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 purpose. And feel like a lot of people don't know their purpose and whatever, but like, y'all just keep looking. You feel me? You gonna find it. You just gotta look though. Like don't be out here bullshitting talking about like I don't know what I need to be doing and you know, I can't find my purpose because you ain't
Yeah.
looking, you know what I'm saying? You gotta look. But you know what I'm saying? Like I wanna ask you another question though, to really start to close this out. But like if you could look back, right, and see yourself with a mindset like you have now, walking around the hallways in high school, like what would you have like, you know, told yourself at that time? Like what would you have like said about what you had going on and the type of
Be
friends you had?
be more confident
Be more confident. Explain why.
because man. So when you're going through high school, there's a lot of things that goes on, through your mind in high school. But if you could talk to your older self, they'll always tell you to have more confidence in yourself. Stop worrying about how others perceive you because that's a lot of what high school is. You worry, it's class and all that, but it's also a social environment. Stop worrying about what people see and say. Just do what you are like. Do what you know, right? Do what you know. You know how to do this. I spent every day in middle school. Well, before that, but in middle school and then up to high school, I was shooting the gym every day. I do that. I get my shot right. I do all kinds of and shit, all kinds of stuff in there myself. But being in high school, you hear people say stuff. It starts getting you, your confidence level. It just it diminishes it or it replenishes it. You get good feedback, bad feedback. Listen, whether you get good, bad feedback, or good, don't listen to that. Bad feedback, good feedback, just continue to do you, okay? Because you know what you need to be doing. Now, listen to what they say, but just keep going. Don't let it affect you any other way. Like you know what you were in there shooting in the gym by yourself. You didn't have anybody telling you what you needed to do because you had a drive to do it. You had a passion. Follow that. Okay, follow that. And the things that come after that, you got coaches, assistant coaches, whatever. They're giving you guidance. Take it as guidance. Don't take it as the word. Just take it as guidance. Because there's no great player or great person out there that's been successful like that. Just followed the book completely. Okay, use the book just to help you guide you along the way. If you follow the book completely, you'd either fail or you'd be completely like the book, and you don't want to do that, right? So that's what I would say to myself in high
Be
school.
more
Have
confident. Be more
Be
confident
more
in
confident
yourself.
in
You know what I'm
yourself.
saying? Be more. Y'all gotta just be more confident in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like shit came to your mind for a reason. You feel me? Like whether it was influenced by, a celebrity or your best friend mom, your best friend mom, sister, little or whatever, wherever the influence came from or influence came from. You know what I'm saying? Go with it, bro. Go with it. Like, don't think nobody gonna say you copying them. I mean, they might. Fuck. You always gonna have somebody say something. You can't stop nobody from talking. You feel what I'm saying? Like, unless you want to go spend some time in the penitentiary, and you know what I'm saying? They might even kill you if you try to stop them from talking. But like, whatever the case may be, bro. Like, just do you. Do you. Have confidence in you. Fuck what everybody else gotta say. You gotta make a living for you. At the end of the day, whenever uh, you die, you know what I'm saying? They not gonna take care of nobody on your side. So goddamn, if you copying, copy. Goddamn, copy
Yeah.
real good. But it's
Whatever
never gonna.
whatever you do, have purpose in it. Don't look for purpose. Have
Yeah,
purpose in what you're doing.
yeah. Like you know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. You feel me? Like be you, be you. You feel me? Don't even worry about nobody else. Y'all good. You got me. Copy. Listen, appreciate you, Hunter, man.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
for taking the time to come through and talk. You know what I'm saying? Give everybody your opinions on, the questions that was asked. Let everybody know where they can find you at, man. What to be expecting from you this year. This will probably be
Yeah.
like one of a trio, quadro, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Of conversations that we have this year. But yeah, let everybody know where to find you, bro.
Yeah, my Instagram is Rose WROZE. That's three E's. Um and on Spotify I got music up there. I got a new project I'm working on right now. I don't know how many songs gonna be up there yet. Still working on it. And Spotify, you can find me under Rose. So it'll be just like I said, it won't be three E's. It'll be WROZE. And y'all can go tap into that. I'm also dabbling in TikTok. It's the same thing though. It's Rose. W
Rose,
R O Z
y'all.
E.
WROZEE. You feel me? Treyway. What happened to that nigga? That nigga's off
Yeah,
the map.
let's not get entangled in
Fuck
that
him.
shit.
You know what I'm
I ain't
saying?
trying to go to court, you
Oh
know?
yeah, he not no he got no parts in rat. You feel me? No
Yeah.
parts in rat. I mean, we civilians anyway. We ain't no gangsters. I ain't no gangster. I can't speak for that nigga. But
That's
you know what
right.
I'm
That's
saying? I'm gonna like, Hunter, I appreciate you, man. Y'all, I thank y'all for stopping through, listening to the Psych Expansion podcast this week. You feel what I'm saying? Appreciate each and every last one of y'all. I told y'all I'm 1 for no, I'm 2 for 2 because I said I was gonna record and I recorded the first week and I said I was gonna have a guest on and I got a guest on the second week. Now we gotta go 3 for 3 and then 4 for 4. God damn, y'all, we doing it. Hey, but listen, we about approaching a year too. Like we almost had a year podcasting. Who knew? But yeah,
Hey,
I'll holla at y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Till next time. I mean, not Miana, but nigga, see you later.